Folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Green Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to get this game going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Buckeyes offense will get the first swing today. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
He'll hand it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. QB decides to keep it here. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's running out of time here. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. They'll kick it away here. And he's got it at the 15. He makes the stop on this return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. He's got just lock down my receivers and take away the opponent's passing.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. To the air, it's Aller. Grab down the middle, it's Singleton. They bring it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Anytime you're playing a linebacker position, you start to see a running back come out of the backfield and widen out. There's a tendency to want to beat him out to the flat and overcommit. This time he cuts back inside and creates a headache for this defense and a nice gain.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Shut up, Kirk.
Hands off to the left.
Going
to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. When they don't block the defensive end, he shows some quickness. Kirk getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's Ross. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Hey, it's a great job in this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark to that opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
And that run produces a decent gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They're going to run it here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing a third down still get a first down without scoring. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. Has caught.
Let's go!
And he scores. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the PAT makes it...
Where the hell is he?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
I like how they did the blackout, but then their uniforms are normal.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? There's the first down and more. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, he can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Here's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach, and he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. Gets the first and still running. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Brought down after picking up 5 yards.
How did he get 5 yards?
when you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
On third down, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man steps out at the 28. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And now the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Punt over the middle. It's Allen. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's forced out of the defense short of the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
Yeah.
And the return will be brought down.
Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between two of the winningest programs in football.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And now the ball comes out. A disaster.
Get the hell out of the goddamn end zone.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football.
My Lord.
I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Handoff to the single back. He's free around the 15. Picks up the first, looking for more.
Let's go. Let's go.
Solid gain on the ground that time.
Let's go.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense had a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Grab down the middle. It's Pena. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. First down and more. He's still running. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State.
Hit him with a grid.
Jump on top here in the second half. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. No run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
That worked.
The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Nice grab. It's Smith. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking downfield. It's Sayan.
Let's go! Let's go!
As he threw the football there on third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Put a break right on.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's set.
What, he just like quit?
Nate.
Defense has
Really use him right now.
Being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second name, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He escapes the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's lost. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And the running back takes the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Here's the handoff on
God
1st and goal.
damn!
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Dropping back, it's Allen. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This quarterback on fire today. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
It ain't over.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Bringing pressure. He just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. He's looking deep down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. Brought down after a short gain. Now it's 4 fingers in the air. Get ready for the fourth coming up. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Dropping back. It's Sayin. The pocket breaking down.
Ah, damn it.
Looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here. They get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Ball handed to the running back. And what a move. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. for it on 3rd and short.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Pounding away with the run game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Scanning the field, it's Allen. He's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Toss play to the outside.
Why?
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
The Nittany Lions will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner will be brought down.
I cannot believe
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back on the field.
May not have gotten the first down. At least gotten 1 yard.
Can they score and score quickly? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Punt over the middle. It's
really?
Tate.
He was about to run?
Get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Sayan. Finds an open target on the left side.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now.
The ball is picked off.
Just when it looked like they might make this a 1-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive begins here backed up at their own 9. Throws a stiff one.
Get off me. Stay him out.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. 2nd and short. This offense can keep this up, and they're going to wrap the game up comfortably.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on 1st down.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, They run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.